Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check. Check 1 2. 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1. You muted. Check 1 2. 1 2. 1 2.
Check, 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 1, 2. Check, 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 1, 2, 2, 2, check.
I'm just going to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Your guest chef series.
Okay.
I will pass it along to
Great.
Jade Sola.
Jade Sola.
Jade Sola.
Yes.
And I was like, I know I'm going to say this incorrectly.
It's
No,
okay.
it's my four-letter name. Hello? 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 Hi, guys. Good evening. Welcome. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. Duke Dining appreciates it. This is our last guest chef for the 2018-2019 school year. Are you excited for LDOC? Yeah, I see lots of wristbands. I don't think I was invited. I have to work. This is probably our best turnout for the guest chef series. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. We do this once a month throughout the school year. If you do not get to participate, it's quite a shame. We do this for you. We appreciate you coming out. We try to do a different local chef every month for you. We had a wonderful student present this chef to us, and I'm going to introduce her now so she can tell you how we kind of work this out. Jade?
Hello, guys. My name is Jadea Kinwinton. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and we are sorry, but I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and we're committed to the constructive development of our members and to public service with a primary focus on the Black community. And one of our prongs is international awareness and involvement. And we just wanted to showcase the amazing food and just amazingness of the African continent. So that prompted me to reach out to Chef Zweli. And I know that the food is going to be good, so I hope that you guys really enjoy it. But thank you so much for coming out.
Good evening. So my name is Leonardo, and it's definitely not Chef Zwe. I'm not as cute as she is. However, Chef Zwe is my wife, and she and I, yeah. And I have the unique pleasure of having this food every single day. So, lucky me. Again, my name is Leonardo, and I'm one of the owners of Zweli's Kitchen and Catering. And we are so grateful to be here tonight. We're here with you. And one thing that she and I believe in most is food and convo, food and conversation. We believe that those two things, those two principles, allow people who don't know each other to appreciate one another and get to know one another for who they are, all over food. So tonight, what's special was you don't know who I am and I don't know who you are. You don't know who Chef Zwe is. But tonight, we're going to dine together. We're going to have an experience together. We are going to enjoy flavors of Zimbabwe. And we are going to show you how to cook Dovi chicken. Everybody say that with me. Dovi. D-O-V-I. Dovi is a staple in Zimbabwe. It's peanut butter, and it goes in so many things. So if you've never had chicken and peanut butter, get ready. We have a restaurant here in Durham. For you that are sitting in the outer rim, you'll see information about us on your table. For you that are cooking tonight, you'll get one once you leave tonight. We welcome all of you to our restaurant to dine more with us and try more items on the menu. But tonight, you're going to have a really good time. This is not to be serious. This is to have a really good time with one another and get to know one another. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, and I need you all to clap really loud for her because she's nervous. I present to you my wife, my life partner, my business partner, my hustle and grind partner, Chef Zwe.
Hey. How's everybody doing? I am so excited. and nervous at the same time, but we're going to all do this together. We are so happy to be here. This is a huge, huge opportunity for us as a restaurant, for me as a chef. So we look forward to having you try out one of our menu items, okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit more. I'm going to talk about the origin of Dovi peanut butter. I'm going to talk about the origin of Zwelis. I'm going to talk about Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwean culture, okay? So the first thing that I want you guys to do, everyone wash their hands, right? We wash our hands? Okay. So I would like for you to turn your stoves on 5, or number 5. I want your pans to heat up a little bit before we get started. And once you turn them on, you can go ahead and have a seat. Okay, so the way we're going to do this evening is I'm going to do a demonstration of the meal, okay? And I want everyone to pay very, very close attention. I'm going to cook the whole meal. I'm going to plate it. I'm going to show it to you guys. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and let me know. After I do the presentation, I will walk around and help you guys and facilitate you guys on making, your own meals, okay? Are we all ready? So my pan is just a little bit on the hot side, so I'm gonna make sure it cools down just a little bit. So the origin of Dovi peanut butter. So Dovi is peanut butter in Shona, which Shona is one of the main languages in Zimbabwe. We have Ndebele and we have Shona. So Dovi is Shona. And Dovi is one of the staples. 100 years ago or even 50 years ago, it was one of the items that people were able to grow easily in their backyard. So you could be able to grow your own peanuts and grind them into your own peanut butter, and you could be able to put it in relatively anything because it was such an easy item to access. So I'm going to go ahead and put some olive oil in a pan. And my pan is already heated up, so I'm good to go there. And I will start off with my chicken. And guys, also if you notice, I've layered all the ingredients. So the ingredients are actually layered by the sequence that we're gonna follow. So it's gonna be relatively easy for everybody. So I am gonna put my chicken, and all I'm looking for is a nice golden sear on my chicken. I'm gonna put it back in the pan later after I've built my sauce. So right now I just want a nice golden sear on it. It shouldn't take long. And I'm the kind of a person who doesn't like playing around with their food when I'm cooking. I don't like stirring it up or anything. I just let it just be happy and cook evenly on both sides. So we're gonna let it do just that. So while it's doing that, I'm gonna talk more about the origin of Zwelis. So we started Zweli about 3 years ago. We started off as a catering company. And so what we did, Leo and I, we kind of came up with a menu, a relatively small menu, and we went door to door, like literally from doctor's office to doctor's office, giving them samples, asking them to try our food. And maybe for the first month, we were just pounding, knocking on doors. And all of a sudden, we started getting calls, from people, asking us to come back, and maybe do a sampling for their team, and asking us to come back and, maybe do like box lunches or whatever we had. And one of the few places that we actually came to was Duke. So I had a connection that helped us get in contact with somebody that needed catering at Duke. So I came in and I presented some of our products, and they really, really liked them. And next thing that I knew, they were calling us to do their caterings for them. And we went from just one department to right now, I think we do about maybe like 5 different departments or even more. So about maybe 10 months ago, we started our restaurant. We found a store location and we opened our restaurant. And it was more so a very, very unconventional thing because we didn't go to a bank and try to get a loan, and deal with all that stuff. My husband and I actually built the restaurant. We got used equipment, we painted, we did everything ourselves. And with hopes that once we opened, people would actually come in. And once we opened our doors, thank goodness we already had clientele like Duke, UNC and other places that were so supportive of us. And now we're 10 months in and we're quite busy. So that's a very good thing. So I'm going to go ahead now and get my chicken. I'm going to put it on the little pan on the side. And I'm going to put it back in. So right now I just need to build my sauce. And for my sauce, the first thing that I'm going to need is garlic. It's like a garlic and onion mix. So I'm going to put it in the pan. Put a little olive oil, more oil if I need it. And kind of also let it get happy. And I like putting the chicken first because it kind of creates a nice crust at the bottom of the pan, and the crust is going to be really, really good in building my sauce. Okay? So until the onions kind of look translucent, which is we're almost about there, I will go ahead and add in my peanut butter. And I will add in my Dovi in. There we go. And immediately I'm going to start breaking it up. And it breaks up really, really fast. Really, really easy. So the next thing that I'm going to do is we're going to add in chicken broth. There we go. And lower the heat just a little bit. And I'm going to use my whisk this time to kind of whisk everything together. If it gets a little too bubbly, that's fine. You can just lift up the pan and whisk it and kind of put it back. It's always good to control your heat when you're cooking so you don't burn stuff. Okay? So the next thing that we're going to add is some coconut milk. I don't use a lot of dairy when I'm cooking, so I usually prefer, instead of milk, I'll put coconut milk, and it works just as good. So whisk it in there. And good so far. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit higher. And this recipe does not take long at all to make. You're just putting all the ingredients together. And the next thing we have good old curry powder. Add it in there. And we have garlic powder. These are interesting to open. Add my garlic powder and my little salt and pepper. And I'm gonna mix it in. At this point, I think it's smelling pretty good. So, okay. And next thing that we're gonna add is bell peppers. I didn't want to add the bell peppers with the onions because I want them to still retain a little bit of a crunch to them. So I didn't want them to cook too long. So I add in my bell peppers. Okay, and we're gonna put back our chicken. So I'm gonna use that. Just throw it in there. Use my wooden spoon. It smells delicious. Okay. Okay, last thing we're gonna add. We are gonna add our spinach. Okay, and just let it kind of simmer for a couple of minutes. And I'm gonna start plating. So I have yellow rice, a yellow rice pilaf that has already been prepared, and usually I like kind of forming a mold, but I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's just try it. Not really, but maybe you can put it in the center of the plate. And this is about ready. And I'm gonna start plating. And what I would like to do is I want to start with my sauce, and now I can turn it back. I can turn it back off. That way. I want to start with my sauce, and just kind of spread it all around my rice. And I'm going to clean my plate just a little bit. And I'm going to put my chicken in next. Okay. So I have some garnish with parsley. And I also have some, these are pickled carrots, just to give a little acid to the dish. And voila, here we go. Thank you. Are we ready? Okay, so let's go ahead, make sure our pans should be heating up already. So let's go ahead probably and add some olive oil. It looks delicious, and I'm pretty sure it tastes delicious as well. Thank you. So I'm gonna work around it though. So it's already heated up. Looks about good. So you can go ahead. Yeah, that's the reason why. Okay, is everybody doing good? Thank you.
What kind of marinade did you use for the chicken?
So on the chicken, it's just garlic and oregano. That's it.
That's why I'm here for emergencies.
How's it going? So probably turn the stove up just a little bit.
But I was doing a peace sign. I wasn't cooking. I was like, where are you?
I think this is still on. Oh, okay.
Took it off.
Okay. Yeah. So after it gets just a little brown like that, you can take it off if you'd like and go ahead and move on to the next step. Because it's gonna get cooked again with the sauce. How's it going?
I'm well.
That's good.
I love the fact that we're doing this.
How's it look?
It looks good. It looks good.
Take it out.
Yeah, you can take it out. And you're going to put it back in anyway, you know, so you're welcome.
I grew up eating. I have Ugandan friends, and my brother went to school in Uganda, and they do this amazing like peanut sauce with their food.
Yeah.
So looking forward to this.
Peanut butter, anything is delicious to me. So if you come to my restaurant, I make peanut butter collard greens, and it throws people off. But when they eat it, they're like, "Oh my gosh!" So
I'll get this ready for you. I'm her sous chef.
you are doing wonderful. You're doing great.
Miriam, by the way.
I'm Miriam.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add the peanut butter, the chicken broth, and the coconut milk.
Okay. You think it's a good time to add it now?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. How's it going? Good?
We're doing observing over here. Just watching.
So you can probably go ahead and add in your peanut butter. How's it going? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So you can go ahead and add your peanut butter. And you may want to lower the heat just a little bit. Oh, it's on 5, so you're probably fine. The food. So at this point, we should have added the chicken broth and the coconut milk. This stove is quite hot for some reason. It seems to be. Yeah, and give the people at the back.
You just like pretend to talk.
Okay. You guys are doing great. You are doing wonderful. You're welcome. So I'm plating the plate. They made some for everybody else. I know it wasn't gonna be. It's like one serving, so we have. You're welcome. You're welcome.
How often she redoes people, because I think it's just and also you can probably like bring in different recipes, but definitely I can like let my sorority know that this can be like helpful.
Oh yeah, we'll be more than happy, to come out anytime. It's just really also promotion, for us. And, yeah. Yeah. Hi there. All right, so we've added the curry powder, we've added garlic powder, our salt and pepper. The next step, we're going to be adding our red bell peppers. Cookie, what's the name? Okay. So you've added the curry and the garlic powder. Okay, so next the bell peppers, and then you can add your chicken back in.
What can we do to help clean up? What can we do to help clean up a little bit? Just bags in?
All that is trash, so it's very easy.
These containers as well?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I love to clean while I go. You know,
Yeah,
so then
yeah. All right, we have some people plating. Awesome, yes. Doing good. So now you're going to put in your parsley and your pickled carrots, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we should be getting close to plating. How's it going? Good?
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It all looks delicious.
That's all I needed to do.
Looks amazing. Good job.
Oh wow, look at those. Those look amazing.
They look amazing.
You guys
And
can totally do this at home.
they're enjoying it. That's good.
These are honestly some of the best presented plates. They show so well, and they were quick and easy, and they're so excited. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
They're
Like
delicious.
making preparing the item before,
agree with
it
you.
helps out because otherwise
Visually
it's
kind of
heat.
put it- I agree.
Right.
I agree with you. I do. No, you guys are great.
I felt like it was seamless, it was just
I did. It was delicious. I love peanut. You could listen. I could solely survive alone on peanut butter. That's my only source of food. Setting up our Kirsten's out of town, so I'm trying to send her everything so she can post it. She feared on giving me our social media passwords. I don't blame her. So I'm trying to
Turned out really good.
No, this is great. This is really great.
I was nervous, but then when I got back there, I was
it's
like,
great
I'm
to
in
see
the
them
kitchen.
engaged.
Yeah.
It's great. That's what we'd like to
I've
see.
been to the restaurant, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I recognize.
Believe it or not, one of our better turnouts. For sure.
That's good.
If you guys want, obviously they're sitting here and are welcome to dine, mingle with them if you'd like. To help move the process along, we'll maybe start, as they see you start starting to not necessarily clean. I'm not asking you to clean whatsoever, but kind of putting things together. It kind of helps them kind of realize, oh, maybe I should start
Cleaning up too. Yes. Yeah.
And I'm not. We have the space. Do not get me wrong. We are not in a hurry. I own the space. for a loose term of the word owning. That's my favorite. So you guys probably are like, oh, I wouldn't mind getting back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How it's going?
Hmm?
You want to ask them how it's going?
Oh, I've been hearing. Okay, I'm gonna start cleaning up my stuff and I wanna eat too. No, just
I wasn't sure that's why I left.
I know, right? Soap. Whew. Hi. I'm gonna take this off. Right? It's time. How did I do as a celeb?
Started catering and giving samples out. People were like, wow, this is unusual. This is neat.
Yeah.
Now here we are.
How's everything? Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, there's some extras over there.
Help yourself.
She was asking a really good question. She asked, how do you develop the recipe? And I'll tell her it's from your ballot.
Yeah. Actually, I'm. Yeah, it depends. Some items we're able to make, like per order. But some items you have to make them in advance. Like we have some stuff that we braise, like we have braised oxtails, so we can't, they take hours and hours to cook, so we have to make it, we have to make it in advance. But for something like this, it's a quick, Right. I don't know. I think probably oxtail. Like I love oxtails because I grew up eating them so much. I also love peanut butter collards. So we have it's a very unique taste from the Dovi chicken. Even though it's made from peanut butter as well. So I enjoy eating peanut butter collards with probably jollof rice. and piri piri. You know, we're a piri piri restaurant, so a lot of items that we have piri piri in them. Just a little bit of heat, you know, not too much, but just a little bit. So I enjoy eating piri piri chicken as well. Yeah. So it's very difficult to pinpoint a favorite. It's very difficult. Yeah, it depends on, I guess, how I'm feeling. And
We have something called shakalaka. Shakalaka is like a vegetable bean dish. Really, it's like a savory broth that she makes, and she mixes it with sweet vegetable beans, and then she finishes off with shaved raw ginger root. And it is so good. It's a little kick, opens your nostrils, but I mean, it's like baked beans to the 1,000th hour.
yeah,
It's
pretty
so
much.
good.
Yeah.
And when you read our reviews on Yelp, that's what everybody's talking about. It blows everything out of the meat. Again, we serve more of that than anything else.
Yeah, shakalaka.
Shakalaka is really, really popular. We're so glad you guys showed up.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the most attended things.
Wow. Yeah, we were food. Yes, yes. So, so people are able to grow peanuts a lot. You know, like peanuts. One of the things that we grow a lot is corn. So anything that's made of corn or peanut butter is very easy access because it's, you know, right outside, you know, right in your yard. So a lot of people just grind their own peanut butter. So yeah, really, really easy. So.
What would you say, sort of, is there anything that like characterizes Zimbabwe? I'm not super familiar with it.
I think that so Southern Africa, it's really the same kind of cuisine, the same kind of food. It's just a few like subtle differences. Like we eat a lot of similar food to South Africa, you know, and to Botswana and to Zambia. But stuff like peanut butter is something that I grew up eating, you know, a lot. Stuff like piri piri. It's like a chili that we put on everything, and it's one of the items that's on, you know, that we grow in our backyard. So that, you know, for me, that's, you know, that reminds me of when I was little, you know, because that's what I used to eat. But then when you go to another neighboring country, they eat, you know, pretty much similar, you know, similar foods. So in the restaurant we may have something that's predominantly you'll find in South Africa, but we grew up eating in Zimbabwe. So when someone from South Africa comes to the restaurant, it's like, oh my gosh, this reminds me so much of home, you know, and I'm like, me too. So yeah. Yes. I mean, before we opened, we did our research extensively, and there's no other Zimbabwean restaurant. Yes, there was one in London, I think, and they closed a few years ago. But that's not even here, you know. So I think that it's just maybe someone, you know, I'm comparing it. It's so many countries, you know, in Africa, and people in general have taken quite a bit of time kind of trying to adapt to, you know, different cultures and different foods. So I think, especially around here in Durham, 10 years ago, if I had opened a Zimbabwean restaurant, probably nobody except a Zimbabwean person would have come to it, right? But now people are more inclined to trying different things. So I think that's why. And I think probably within, the near future, we'll see, some other people opening, restaurants, because you hardly hear about maybe a restaurant from a Namibian restaurant, for instance, or maybe even a South African restaurant. There's one in South Carolina. Pretty much there isn't one around here. So I don't think the world in general has embraced, the African, flavors. That's probably why. And within a few years, I'm pretty sure, I think we're leading the way of saying it's okay, to experience, a different food, or it's okay to experience, to be confident about your culture, where you're from, and introducing it to other people, because people are more receptive. So, yeah. But that was, thank you. Thank you so much. It's hard work, but it's worth it. I think that, so what I just cut really, really thin slices. That kind of helps it. Either you pound it or you cut very thin slices, and that's what I usually do. Yeah. And then if you overcook it too, it becomes very tough. So if you, just cook it to 165, and that's it. You don't need to keep cooking it for a long time. It toughens up.
I thought you put some salt before cooking.
No. So before cooking, I seasoned it with olive oil, oregano, and garlic powder. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, but just very thin slices. And if you have to even bake it, just don't bake it for too long. Even in the pan, don't cook it for too long. It'll be very tender.